Cheese.
Wave soon, Denny.
All right. As a college student, I have one question on my mind Sunday through Thursday. Why am I here? Answering this question can be as easy as considering the consequence for not doing so. Failure. When I use the word failure, I mean it in a societally traditional sense. I wouldn't be able to get the high-paying job I've always wanted, a nice home, stability for my family, the life I wanted. All these things require money. Making these assumptions over my own future is wrong, but labeling upwards of 70% of the United States population as failures is damning. Beyond the belief of needing higher education for financial success, why do so many of us believe that accomplished individuals within our society deserve to hold the most power and the most money? This is what's known as meritocracy. In a meritocratic society, it's hard to think it can be organized any better way. After all, no one wants the C-student doctor operating on them. But by believing that society's victors are fully deserving of their success, it logically follows that people that are struggling with unemployment or poverty are fully deserving of their own failure. When following meritocratic values, it's easy to fall victim to this hypocrisy. As our values for success vary, the line becomes impossibly thin between random and deserved status. Holding ourselves and others to unrealistic and unbelievable standards. Moreover, killing our sense of brotherhood with each higher and lower status family being built and grown on this believed societal value. American sociologist Daniel Bell calls this the arbitrary genetic lottery. Contrast this with the truly genetically disposed lifestyle of our former aristocratic society, and you won't have a wonder in your mind as to why so many of us feel like failures in this present day. At least with their structure, people didn't blame themselves with the failures that they became. For this, I'd like to commemorate and bring to light an idea that's been forgotten, an idea that stood hand in hand with the creation and destruction of societies and different religions for centuries: grace. Being able to operate in a world with such propriety could shift the way we imagine and develop the future as we know it. This pursuit of grace through our personal values helps to balance the demand for growth and call for compassion, the impulse to reward the best, and the moral imperative to care for the least, as Zach from Ministry of Ideas tells us. For many, this idea would imply giving up material possessions, but this is nothing compared to the benefits of this word when taken with such accountability. If this world could look past its innate competitiveness in exchange for compassion, we could have a world that's light years ahead of where we are now. Its altruistic longing not only gives financial value to citizens, but also emotional value. With grace comes a lifestyle of civility and stoicism. We'll weigh the good and the bad fairly, not simply concentrating on the black or the white, rather training ourselves to think in a flux of both. The trait of humanity to teach all morality. Thank you.
Yay!
You have to present this